Hi guys, well it's been a while, so welcome to a video, an unboxing one this time. I really just received the new T238 motor, so this is the brushless one, and I'm very excited to unbox this one to see how it is and well, not still how it performs because I need to wait for when I can play again, but I have a gun ready to build, and I just need to hydro dip that one, and then it's gonna be a full-on T238 gun, basically with all the accessories that they sell. So with the tracer unit, with the Bluetooth MOSFET, and then with this brushless motor. So, well, I don't want to keep you, so let's open this one up. So as you can see, it comes in a nice foil, nice packaging, or at least it's made sure that it doesn't have any moist issues for transport, because I mean, yeah, it still goes overseas, so it's good that they use this plastic. Just open it. Like, I've never opened this before, so it's my first time opening this one as well, so I haven't seen it still. So for now, as I can see, it's one that just pops, a lid that pops open, pops off actually. There we go. Well, that looks very cool. Look at that. So as you can see, there's a motor. That's pretty obvious, and the tabs, and I'm not sure if you can see that as well here on the camera. There is a small hole and it says ADJ, that means for the adjustment. So you can adjust the RPMs with this one, and there's a very cool, oh, it's very hard to work around the camera as well. Here we go. What is this? Oh, these are tabs. Okay, cool. So they give you tabs with this one as well, and some heat shrink. That's nice. That's pretty cool. And this is the adjustment tool, also with that branding on them. It's pretty nice actually. I didn't know they come with this one, or with an adjustment tool. And if I look at the tip, it's yeah, it's a hex key. But onto the motor, I mean, yeah, I love tools, so I really like this one. And there's a set screw here as well, so you could maybe, I'm not sure if this is universal or anything. I haven't seen a tool like this, or well, similar, but not for this size. So who knows? Maybe there are tips that I can exchange and use it for other stuff as well. Pretty cool. Like I said, I'm a sucker for tools. So, but onto the motor. Like I said, I'm not going to do some testing. I will be doing that later, because I wanted to build a gun and really try it out and test it properly, and give you an honest and fair review about how it functions, if it's reliable. I mean, I haven't used like 10 of them, so I can only speak for this one. What I do know is there have been multiple brushless motors on AliExpress as well. By the looks of it, it looks kind of similar, but I had the military action one. I wasn't very impressed, to be honest, and this one actually looks a little better. So I don't know if that's the OEM and that they changed it just with the can and stuff, but it looks like these are pretty well made. There's a bearing on top of the tower as well, and this looks like a CNC pinion gear, so looks pretty neat as well. Has a D shape. I prefer these. I know some people prefer the O types, but I definitely prefer these. Main reason is there just isn't a good pinion tool that doesn't break after a few months or maybe a year of use. So there just isn't any, or at least I haven't found it, not a good pinion tool that doesn't break. So guys, if you have a tip for a good pinion remover, then I'm also glad to hear that one. But so I'm very happy with those D slots, because usually when I have an O type, I make a short one, or I just heat it up and hopefully it'll snap off and make it a D slot as well. But looks very nice, very yeah, pretty high quality actually, if I'm looking at this. I know that for the warhead the tabs were always the weak point, and these look pretty solid as well. So let me just check how the adjustment is. Like I said, this is really the first time I'm seeing it as well, so it's very interesting to test it out on camera as well. Let me see, and then is the adjustment tool, but oh no, wait a second, this is a tool to remove these, and the adjustment hole is there, but it looks like it's a flathead. Not sure if you got try to, let me zoom in a little bit, maybe. Oh, that's a lot. I said a little bit. There we go. As you can see, that's a flathead. So the adjustment is a flathead. That's okay, that's good to know. And these are the hex ones, so you can just pop this one off. Maybe let's just do that. I'm pretty interested to see how the board is. So yeah, let's just pop the M bell off. Alright, so hopefully I won't be destroying a €100 plus motor with this, but they gave me the tool with it and it fits only on these screws, so should be, I don't know, should be the reason why you get these. So I'm pretty interested to see what it does, or at least how it looks, because yeah, I mean, I've been a tech for a few years and also used a lot of motors as well. I mean, there are guys that are experts on them. I'm not an expert on them. I know well enough to do some decent work on them and make them even, but like brushless is relatively new to me. I only ever had 2 guns with the warhead, so I didn't have them myself, but some customers had them. So I'm not, like I said, I'm not very into I mean, I'm not very knowledgeable about the brushless system per se. So it's very interesting to see how these. Also, small disclaimer, it was gifted to me by T238 because I run their T238 MOSFET Q&A. They were kind enough to send me a sample of this motor. So that's thanks to those guys. I really appreciate it, because I know I used to buy those MOSFETs a lot myself, and then sometimes I got one for free as well, but yeah, that was pretty expensive. Like I did use them in the end, so in the end customers paid for them and not me, so that's a small bonus. But this one I got totally for free, so thanks. I do want to say it won't judge or won't influence my what I think of the motor, because I think if it's very bad, then it's just very bad. I mean, I'm not going to lie about it. It's not something, I mean, I'm not a professional YouTuber or anything like that, so I really don't care if it costs me views or sponsors or whatever. I mean, I just don't care. So I just want to make sure you guys get information before you purchase. So, oh, there goes the heat shrink. I do want to keep those colors on the tabs to know which is which. There we go. Look at this one. I have no idea what I'm looking at right now, but let me just zoom in for the people that do know or are very familiar with this stuff. Maybe you can have some, if you want the extra information here. Here it is. This is the, oh, there we go. This is the adjustment screw, that you see here. Very interesting. What I do notice is that the soldering job, or the soldering, is very neat. It's very, I mean, every component is very nicely centered, not too much, no strange soldering. So, like, by the looks of it, it's very decent quality. It's very decent. Again, like I said, I'm not an expert on these things, but just by the look of it, it looks very nice. And also, like I said, the first gen warheads had the issue with the tabs breaking or snapping off. These do seem a little bit more solid, so I don't think we're going to see those snapping off. But also, I see this ring here, and what I do, oh, let me zoom out again. but I do think about it. Maybe it's a little bit longer than a standard 480 motor. Let me just pop on the hood real quick again. Get that little piece of heat shrink. I mean, the coloring, it's very important to have those plus and minuses correct, so definitely need those. So if you're gonna take the, I'm not sure why you wanted to take this off per se, so maybe, oh sorry about the focus, my bad. I'm not sure if you want, why you would want to take this cap off, but yeah, it's a possibility, I guess. Maybe the tool, I'm not sure, maybe the tool should have been a flathead in that regard, but okay. Oh, just a sec. As you can see, you have the plus and minus on this one, so I almost did it on the minus, or put it on the minus, so let's just switch that one around. Here we go. So I'm working with the camera in front of my face, so it's pretty hard to maneuver it correctly and without damaging it and still keeping it in focus. So sorry if some bits and pieces are still a little bit out of focus, but I hope you see what's going on properly. Let's just close it up again. Not too tight. I usually just, especially if you have like 4 of these screws, and I just put them in real loosely. Let me zoom out a little bit because it gets out of focus a few times. There we go. That will be better. So I put these screws in very lightly, so don't put any force on them whatsoever. Because what I want to do next, it's the same as that you do with engines. I'm not a mechanic as well, but I know that you're going diagonally, that's a hard one for me, and then just turn it 1 inch by 1 inch every other screw, 1 by 1. Don't over tighten it, but just give it a little extra turn so you know it's snug. I'm not sure if it helps anything or something, but I'm always pretty precise about this one. But let me get another 480 motor with it and see if it's any bigger, any longer, or anything. Pretty interested to see. So I've got a 480 brushed motor. So this is the Dark Horse one. I'm not sure if you maybe seen it on AliExpress as well. This one was gifted to me by ETU Mike. Thanks again for the motor for testing. These ones have an N52 neodymium magnet. Those are very strong magnets, so it's a very hard to turn as well. It's a very powerful motor, though for efficiency wise, well, yeah, N35 usually it works a little better overall. But again, that's a lot of theory. I won't go into that, so I'll just stop myself there to explain that one. But I mean, it's a very nice motor, and it has the 480 size as well. So the 480, as you can see here, maybe you guys don't know that one. It's this one has 480 on it. That basically goes about the size. You also have the 460s. The 460s are for well, they use for gel blasters. So gel blasters have 2 options for the 480 and 460. Probably a specific brand that uses the 460. I'm not sure which one because I don't use gel blasters. But for airsoft we only use the 480. Though in some cases I did use a 460 for a specific build that just didn't have that much of a clearance and not that much room for motor height adjustment. But it was a very old gun, so the 460 was a better fit, especially because motors nowadays are pretty high quality overall. So, but for airsoft we only use the 480. Now for size comparison, let me just place it here and see, because I thought it would maybe the T238 one would maybe be a little bit longer, but as you can see, they're the same length, so that's nice to see. It maybe threw me a little bit off there because of this edge. It looks like this edge, so I thought maybe, hey, we got some difference there, but it's the same length. And if you want to know what length exactly, I got here let me just zero it in. It's not a very expensive caliper, but it's a good one, or at least good enough, and it's in millimeters. So sorry all you guys with imperial measurements. but we use the millimeters in this video. As you can see, it's 88 millimeters, so or 88.6263, and almost it's 1 millimeter difference, so it's not much, but it's a difference. Okay, there's a small difference there, but nothing that will get in the way. So for the, well, it's basically the same height, and for the thickness of the motor, it's just pretty much the same as well. So if I'm looking at from the side, it's basically the same. I will get my calipers again to measure it for you. Like I'm a lefty, I'm doing it with my right hand now, so it's, but it's okay. Let me see, it's 25-ish. Like I said, they're not the most expensive calipers, but they work very well. And this side is 29.45. And for the standard motors we use, it's 25.19 to 20, and these are 29.5. So pretty much dead on the same size. So for fitment, you probably won't get an issue with getting these in the motor grips. So that's a good plus. So to sum it up, again, it was an unboxing, so I had to check on it along the way as well. But to summarize it a little bit, as I said, the adjustment screw, be mindful, this tool is not for the adjustment screw then. So this tool is just to open this one up. I'm not sure why you would open this one up. I'll check with them to see maybe if there's a specific reason. Maybe it is they're going to offer some repair modules, or maybe repair ECU if it maybe burns out, that you can get a new one for cheaper. I don't know, no idea. But at least the adjustment screw is for the flathead, so it's a flathead adjustment screw. Also be careful, because I did see it was plastic, so you really need to be careful. Don't jam your screwdriver in there and damage that screw, because otherwise you won't have any adjustment again. So it does fit. The quality feels very nice. It's a fairly light motor, and it's very nice aluminum as well. It's very nicely done. CNC pinion. Oh, let me zoom out again. I'm sorry for the focus, guys. CNC pinion gear. The tower has a bearing, at least on top, and probably in the bottom as well. At least it does feel that way. I haven't opened it up, but I'm pretty sure they have a bearing on top and on the bottom. Very nice CNC, or at least aluminium. It does look CNC, but again, I'm not sure. At least it's aluminium. Nice aluminium case. So looks pretty solid. I'm fairly certain it will perform well. But again, it was an unboxing. It's the first time that I see this motor as well, so pretty interesting to see how it will perform eventually. When I do, I will definitely let you guys know or let you guys know how it performs and what I think of it. But for now, yeah, looks very nice. Thanks again for T238 for giving me this motor to try and test out, and I'll be sure to update you guys when I have any more information. Cheers! Well, thank you guys for checking out the unboxing video of the T238 brushless motor. Thanks again also for T238 for gifting me this motor to unbox for you guys and show off and check out to see if it's good or not. Like I said, I haven't tested it yet, but I probably will in the near future. Also, thanks again guys for just giving me the opportunity to just review them without any biases. So they don't ask if I do a better review, or maybe don't say specific things, or do say anything that they want me to say. So I just can give my honest opinion about these products. And again, I'm not a YouTuber. I don't get any advertisements money or anything like that. I don't even want to be a YouTuber, so I don't have any stake in it to do stuff on a specific way. So it's just my honest opinion. Thanks for checking out this video. If you have any other questions, you can leave them in the comments below, but you can also join the T238 MOSFET Q&A Facebook page. It has about 2,300 people now joined, so there's a big community there that is always helpful and always want to help you if you have any issues with maybe with this motor or with one of their MOSFETs or other products that you'd like to ask, or maybe show off your build, for instance. I mean, we've got a few very crazy builds as well there. We've got a lot of experienced techs there that are always helpful with any question that you have. Not always, even if it's not T238 related, it's not an issue as well. We can always talk about airsoft because it's a hobby, and we all, at least hopefully we all like to do our hobbies and to talk about them. So again, nice motor. If you want to get them, you can get them via the AliExpress and look for the T238 official store. I will link that one in the description below. It's not an affiliated link, so I don't get any money from it as well. It's just something that I will link because it's easier for you guys. Well, thanks again, and if you have any questions, join the Facebook page or maybe leave a comment below. And have a nice day. Cheers!